Alright, hello everybody, Friendly Red here, and welcome to my initial impressions of a game that really took its dear sweet time to come out, huh? Yeah, this is Dragon's Dogma 2. Dragon's Dogma 2. Game that I've been looking forward to for a very long time, and one that really hasn't disappointed me so far. Well, aside from the performance issues. Right off the bat, we're greeted with a pretty slick opening cinematic, and afterwards we get to make our character, the Arisen. Much like in the original, you play the part of the fabled Arisen, a hero chosen by the infamous dragon whose goal it is to slay the beast and reclaim your heart that was stolen from you. Don't worry, it'll make sense once you play the game. Now, Capcom has had some amazing character creators in previous games of theirs, most notably the Monster Hunter games, but DD2 is by far the best one they've had yet. And yes, before you ask, the character creator does have a butt slider. There are a lot of options for pretty much every little thing you can think of when making a character, but if you don't want to fiddle around with it for too long, there are plenty of good presets to use as well. I spent almost an hour making my Arisen, and while I'm sure I could have gone on for much longer, I found a look I was content with, and I really just wanted to play the actual game. After you confirm your character and choose your starting class, of which there are 4 to pick, it's tutorial time. There's a few more cutscenes sprinkled in here and there, but for the most part, this section is all about basic controls and getting your footing. Once the intro is complete, you're dropped into the open world of Dragon's Dogma 2, and this is where the real fun begins. There are still some pretty tutorial-esque bits of dialogue and questing to be done, but from here on, the world is pretty much your oyster. Before you go off with questing, exploring, fighting, or whatever you may want to do, there is one more important order of business, and that is learning about pawns. Pawns, much like in the original, are dedicated NPC characters that you can hire to help you on your journey, and you can have up to 3 with you. The first pawn is your most important. It's going to be your main traveling companion and will be with you for the entire game, while the other 2 slots are for temporary pawns that you can hire and dismiss as you see fit. But much like your main character, you get to fully customize your main pawn's looks, starting class, everything. One other cool thing about pawns is that if you're connected to the internet while playing, you can see and hire pawns made by other players in-game. This was also in the original game, but with the updated visuals and character creator here, you can really get some awesome pawns to help you out, and it is just really cool seeing what other players come up with. Heck, I've already seen Freerin. Now, from here on, I kind of want to try something a bit different. I'm going to go off script so I can maybe better relay my actual raw impressions of the game as I've played so far. So, Dragon's Dogma 2. You know, I still can't really believe that this game is actually, like, here and real, because outside of a couple ports of the original game and an anime that I kind of keep forgetting happened, I kind of figured that was it for Dragon's Dogma, but here we are. It's finally here, the sequel. And using that word is a bit maybe disingenuous. Yes, this is the second Dragon's Dogma game, but so far it really does just kind of feel like what the original was always kind of trying to be. I'm not going to go into details too much here, but it is pretty well documented that the original game kind of didn't really get all of the budget work that it needed to realize its full potential and vision, just because Capcom didn't really think it was going to do that well. And I mean, okay, yeah, it didn't, but it became a cult classic and people really liked the game, and it's really nice to see that Capcom finally decided to let the team get the proper scope, budget, and just everything, and really make Dragon's Dogma what it always was meant to be. And yeah, so far, like I said, it's Dragon's Dogma, but more. It looks a lot better, of course. RE engine. There are going to be new vocations that I haven't seen yet, just because I'm not very far in the game. But so far, the ones that I have tried, Archer and now Fighter, feel very good. They're very fun. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the game a lot so far, outside of the performance issues that are present on PC, and of course on the consoles as well, unfortunately. Luckily on PC, there are some ways you can kind of resolve it, especially if you have an RTX 40 series card. There is a frame gen mod that you can already get, so I'm not going to go too much into the technical stuff here. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun. It's really cool just exploring the world. The music really good. The combat feels amazing, as you would expect. And yeah, I really just need to kind of go and play more, because I just haven't really gotten to do a whole lot yet. Just between it launching kind of late last night and wanting to work on this. But yeah, safe to say, outside of the technical performance stuff, this is a very good game. I'm really enjoying my time with it so far, and not wait to play more and unlock that damn twin blade class, because I want to use a twin blade. All right, I think that'll do it for the initial impressions of Dragon's Dogma 2. I'll be back sometime in the future with the reviews/final thoughts on the game once I finish it up, so please look forward to that. As always, I appreciate you watching. If you are interested in the game, it is available on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.